What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is Tier List Tuesdays, where we list facts, not opinions. Today is another favorite generation of mine, the most underrated generation in my opinion, Gen 5. This is a dex that I feel like has a very, very underrated lineup. It was one of the biggest decks to come out. I think it might be the biggest dex, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody quote me on that. But when this generation first came out and I played the game, it felt so different compared to other Pokemon games, including the Pokemon designs. I feel like they did not look like Pokemon, but have definitely grown on me over the years, and now it's become one of my favorite generations to play. One of the best stories when it comes to the evil team and Getis or Gehetis, or however you say his name. Just an amazing, amazing game. I think they just have some solid Pokemon, but they do have some stinkers, so let's go in with it. You guys know the drill. Victini, starting off hot, is an easy S. I love this Pokemon. It is so cute. Love the mythical vibe. Love the typing that it has as well. Fire and Psychic. And just look at those blue eyes, man. How can you not want to own one? It's adorable. It's adorable. Snivy is another one, man. S. I'm not going to lie. The way it turns into Superior, I have mixed feelings about, but as a beginning starter, Snivy is really, really good. I really, really like the design on Snivy. It is super adorable. I love the smug face that it has. I just like it overall. Servine, to me, however, is about a B. Not really big on the middle stages on this, except one of them, which you will see. But yeah, I think Servine is just a B at best. It's not A. It's still good. It's just not amazing. And then Superior to me is an A. When I first played Black and White, I believe I chose Snivy first. It was either between Snivy or Oshawott. I gotta double check. I do have my white game that I bought. I think that was like the first Pokemon game that I bought with my own money. Overall, solid grass starter. I think Superior's design is really good. I love how elegant it looks. At the same time, it has a great ability in Contrary as well. Tepig, I actually think is cute. Gonna give it an S, guys. The Tepig hate, I don't understand what it turns into, however, then we could get into talks. But Tepig as a starter is adorable to me. It's a little pig. He's a little fire pig. But then he turns into Pignite, and it automatically becomes a C. I hate Pignite, bro. Actually, I wouldn't say hate. It's just more so, why? And I get it, it's supposed to be like this like sumo wrestler looking vibe, or just a regular wrestler vibe with the outfit. It just reminds me of that South Park episode with the wrestling.
Look! This is wrestling! This! Mister, you better take your gay porn and walk right out of this bar.
I'm just not a big fan of Pignite, really. I'm sorry to the Emboar fans. Emboar is a D, guys. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I hate the design on this Pokemon. I hate its fire neck. I hate how big it is. And yes, it's supposed to be a pig, but I hate that it's on 2 legs as well when it's a pig. It's supposed to be a fire pig. I just don't get it. And I hate its face. I think it's so ugly and not in a good way. I don't know, man. I hate Emboar, guys. I don't want to put it in trash because I don't think it's a trash design. I just really don't like it. Oshawott, to me, is not as good as Snivy and Tepig. However, it is not terrible. It's still an A. I think it's cute. Duwat, however, is an S. I think the middle stage is actually better than Oshawott, and I think it's also better than Samurott, but I still think Samurott is an A. I think it's still a solid design. I love that it has like little blades on its arms that it pulls out. Definitely a design that has grown on me over time. Comparing this one, especially when they made the Hisuian version, the Hisuian version is way better. So I just leave this one at an A. I think that's the better ranking for it. Patrat and Watchog, they're trash, guys. They're absolute trash. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. The Patrat, the Watchdog, I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be. It's like a mirror cat Pokemon. It's trash to me. They look ugly. Not a fan. Lillipup is so adorable, guys. Why would you guys hate a Lillipup? It is a cute, normal dog. What is there not to love? But then Herdier is like, it's a C at best. Not really big on that. And then Stoutland is kind of cooler. I would give it a B, though. I wouldn't put it equally with anything in A or S, but it's not a terrible Pokemon. When it comes to design, it's just a normal dog Pokemon, but they've definitely made better. Purloin, I actually like. It's about an A. You know, cute, dark type, and it turns into a leopard or a Lipard if you will, which I also think is an A. I think it's a solid design. Definitely a forgettable Pokemon, I feel like, when it comes to most designs. But overall, it's not a bad design either. And I do enjoy a nice leopard. Panseer, I think, is a B. This whole entire line, I feel like, is so useless. Honestly, I think they only added it for the first gym to have that gimmick that it basically goes against the starter that you pick. But Simisage is, I don't know, man. This one is not I'm not really big on it. I think I like it better than the Emboar though, even though it has that stupid like faux hawk in the middle of like a bush. So I'll leave it in C. Panseer, I like just as much as Pansage, but then Simisear is trash. This is a terrible design, bro. Like, is that even a monkey or is that a dog? Which one is it? And its tail pisses me off. Its stance pisses me off. It's like, why? Why is it doing that? It's just a very upsetting looking Pokemon, man. What the fuck did they do to this fucking monkey dog? Hampour, I actually think is the best one out of all of them. I like its little cute smile. I'll give it an A. Simipour, it's a C as well. You know, I don't like it as much as anything in B. Muna, I actually like its design. I think it's about a B. I think it's really funny in the game when you have to save one and they're just beating her up. Kind of sounds hella morbid, but it's funny that they added that in the game. Thought that was very dark at the time. And Musharna is kind of cool with the dream aspect. I kind of mess with it, I'm not gonna lie. I like the little psychic thoughts that are coming out of its head. I'll give it an A as well. So this game is based off of New York and like Manhattan, which is where I'm from. But in real life, pigeons annoy me, I'm not gonna lie. But I actually think Pidove is a good design when it comes to a pigeon Pokemon. So I'll give it an A. And then Tranquil, although I hate its name, looks even more like a pigeon, but I like it less than Pidove. I'll give it a B. And then Unfezit, this is the female version, which is like, I don't know. It's a D. It's a D. And even the male version, I think I like it just as equally as bad as that. I think it's a D at best. I put it right with Emboar there. Blitzel is really cool though. An electric zebra was a great idea for a Pokemon, and I do like its design. I think it's a S. Shoot me. I think it's really cute. Zebstrika though, I don't know why, it just gives me a little bit more of a weird vibe, but I really do like it still. I'll give it an A. I like the little horns that it has, but then something about like how the tail just sparks out or fizzles out just kind of gets me weirded out by it. Enough to put it in A though. I still feel like the concept is cool. Roggenrola is not that great in my opinion. It's like a C. It's like a C. It's a little rock Pokemon. Boldore, I put it the same way. It's like a C. But then Gigalith, I'm sorry guys, and I'm not even big on rock type Pokemon like that, but that is a S design. I love how Roggenrola progresses. I love the red spikes in it. I love its shiny too. One of the best shinies with its like diamonds sticking out of its body. I just think it's an overall fierce looking Pokemon. If you told somebody like that was a legendary Pokemon, they probably would believe you. It kind of gives that vibe. That's the craziest statement to say, but I don't know. I like Gigalith, guys. It's a really cool fucking Pokemon. Woobat is not that great, but it's not as bad as Woobat in my opinion. So I'll give it a B, but then Swoobat is a C at best. I don't know. That's like almost borderline D. Its nose, I get it's supposed to be a heart, but like why? Can somebody explain that to me in the comments? Because I don't know, man. And then its tail is just weird. Not really a fan of this Pokemon at all. I do like Drillbur. I'll put it in a B, and then I'll actually put Excadrill in a A. Ground and Steel is a very, very dope typing combination. I like that it's a mole with metal claws. I mean, it's kind of fucking cool. It's like the Sandshrew of this generation, so I kind of fuck with it. I don't know. Not the first person to make that joke, but for real, I don't know how I feel about I don't know. I think it's a C at best as well. Not that big on it. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Let me look that shit up. It's a rabbit or a deer? Hell no. Hell no. In what world does this look like a rabbit? Regardless, it's a C. It's not that great. Timber is kind of cool. I like that they hold different items, like different construction items. I think that's like really funny. I think Timber's design is an A. I think it's pretty cool. It has like this mischief vibe to them. I thought it could be like a dark fighting just with the way it looks, but it's cool as a regular fighting type. Girder, not so much. I'll give it a D. I don't like its head at all. It definitely needed to wear a hard hat wherever it was fucking working. And he's barely holding that metal pole up, so I don't know how I feel about that. And then Conkelder, in my opinion, is a B. I just don't like his face or the fact that his legs and bottom torso just don't go with the rest of his body. I'm okay with him being ugly, I guess. He's like a construction guy, but overall, I'm just not big on it. It's a B. Time pole pisses me off, guys. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. It's a D. Its face pisses me off. Its whole existence pisses me off. And honestly, Palpitoad, I have the same feeling about it. I hate that it has these warts, man. And I know it's supposed to be a toad, but I don't like my Pokemon having herpes, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what the proportions were when they made Seismitoad, but it is trash. It's fucking trash. It's ugly. I don't know. I don't care if he looks high all the time, because he does. He's off the za, but still, I don't fuck with him. I don't mind if Pokemon wear clothes, but when it's too fucking obvious, it pisses me off. Throw is a C, and Sock, right? Is that what his name is? Sock. Throw is Sock. Yeah, they're both C's. Not a big fan. Swaddle, believe it or not, I actually think is a good design. I think it's a B. I kind of like it. I think it's cute. Swadloon, though, he looks like he's just chilling on the couch, wrapped up in a blanket, and I kind of fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna give it a B. And Lavani, I also think is a solid design for a bug grass Pokemon. I'll give it a B as well. I think they're all B. I think it's just a B line. Very, very calm, cool set of Pokemon. I don't think they're badly designed. Venipede, not a fan here. I think Venipede, honestly, is a D as well. I don't know why it has like this hunchback. I don't even know what type of bug it's supposed to be. I'm just not a big fan of it. Whirlipede is not as bad though. I think it is better than Venipede. I'll give it a B. And then Scolipede, I think, is really, really cool. Definitely a Pokemon that should get a Mega. I'm debating on S or A here. And honestly, I think it's a S. I really, really like its design. I love the color. I love how scary and menacing it looks. The bug type Pokemon in this gen go fucking hard. And this is one of those. It's a S. Cottony is okay. I don't think it's great, but it's not terrible either. I'll give it a B. And then I actually really like Whimsicott. I think Whimsicott has a really nice design. Grass Fairy is also a really cool typing, even though it's like 4 times weak to poison and weak to mad other shit just for having grass. But I still like its design. Petal is also another one where I think it's a cool, calm grass Pokemon. I'll give it a B. It's not terrible. It's not ugly. I don't dislike it. And Lilligant, I actually think is also really good too. I think it's really elegant. It's an elegant Lily Pokemon, and I think it's great. Quiver Dance fucks people up. I do like the Hisuian one better. This version is also cool too. I'll still put it in A. Basculin, thank God it got a evolution, but this red stripe one here, it's just a fish, man. I think it's a C at best. Now we're talking about some bangers here. This is a banger line. Sandile is a S, super, super cute. Crocorock, super, super cool. S as well. And Crocodile is an S as well. They go so, so hard. I love what they did here. It's like a thief Crocodile. The ground and dark typing as well is really, really cool. I remember when I first got Pokemon White, this was one of the Pokemon that I really wanted to have in my team, and I definitely did. Crocodile is just so cool, man. I love that it has like blacked out shades too, and it looks like it has a mask on. Darumaka and Darmanitan, I've never been a fan of, guys. I'm sorry. This is a trash Pokemon. I don't even know what the fuck it's supposed to be. I just want to kick it to oblivion and kick it away from me. And then Darmanitan is okay at best. What is wrong with the fire types in this generation, man? Emboar, Simisear, Darmanitan, trash to me. They're all trash to me. Emboar's trash, guys. Darmanitan is trash. I did it. I spoke myself into having them in trash. Emboar is so trash, guys. It is one of the worst fire starters that they ever made. And no, it's not, because it's the 3rd firefighting starter since Gen 3. But still, it's just whack. It's the weakest out of all of them, and it's just ugly. I hate it. Darmanitan has to go back to D, though. I think Darmanitan stays in D. I don't think it's that trash, but I still think it's a D. And this version of it, I guess it's kind of cooler. I'll put it in a C. Maractus is such a Pokemon that is like unneeded, you know? They didn't need to make this Pokemon, but it's made, and it's a cactus Pokemon, but there are better cactus Pokemon. Such an unforgettable one. I'll put it in C. Dweeble or Dwebble? How the fuck you pronounce that shit? It's Dwebble, right? I ain't gonna look it up, but I actually think it's kind of cool. I like hermit crabs in real life. I think they're really cool, and I think this is a solid designed one. I think I would give Dwebble a B, but then Crustal, I just feel like it looks so stupid having a block on his back. Like they could have done anything else. They could have made it shaped up into an entire like hermit crab looking design, or had like a mountain on his back instead. But no, they just put a block, like a fucking rock block. I mean, not trash, but it's C. Scraggy to me is just okay. I think it's supposed to be like a little salamander or something, but it's like from the hood because he keeps holding his pants up. Let's just throw him in B. I think he's okay. And I think Scrafty is really cool too. I think the progression just goes with it. And I like the dark fighting type. I'll give it an A. Sigilyph is one of those Pokemon that I feel like there needs to be more about it. I love like the designs that it has. And I like how just weird it looks. I think it is really cool. But it is another one of those unforgettable Pokemon that I feel like people forget from Gen 5. I'll still give it a B though, just because I really think its design is just interesting overall. Yamask is cool to me. I think I'll give it an A. I love the ghost mask design that it has. And Cofagrigus is really cool. I'll give this one an S. It is literally an embodiment of a coffin. It's literally a dead person as a Pokemon, or dead, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. But this is how you make an inanimate object Pokemon just work. And I love how Cofagrigus looks. Another one that has a really good shiny, underrated. Tortuga, I'm biased. I like turtles in real life, and I like this concept as a fossil Pokemon, and I really like this design. I think it's an A. Again, one of those Pokemon that are forgettable. The same thing with Caracosta, which I also think is just a cool progression overall. I'll give it an A too. I like its design. It's basic, but it's good basic, and I fuck with it. Archon, to me, looks so dumb, but I do like it at the same time. I don't know why. I just think its face looks very but I'll give it a B. I think it stays there. I think that's a good placement for it. And Archeops is really cool. It's like a prehistoric dragon, but it's a rock flying type. Really cool. Kind of has like a snake head to it. I'll put it in S. Too bad it has Defeatus though. One of the worst abilities Pokemon has ever made. Giving it to a Pokemon that cool really sucks. Trubbish is actually not that bad, guys. I know this like, oh, it's the garbage Pokemon, but that's what it's supposed to be. It is literally a garbage bag. It's supposed to be a little trash bag, and I think it's funny. I'll put it in B though. And Garbodor, I don't like. I think it is ugly, but I get the concept. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's trash, but it is still pretty fucking bad. It's a D. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Garbodor, in my opinion, is a weak design compared to Trubbish. Like, I feel like they could have not had him explode out of his bag and look like that. But hey, it's like the muck of this generation. Zorua and Zoroark, just put them straight into S. They are literally designed to be like the Lucario of this generation. It is so cool. Zorua is so fire. The Hisuian versions, when I do that tier list, you'll know my opinion on Hisuian Zoroark, but it is one of the best designs of all time in Pokemon. However, this is also really fucking solid. Another one that I think they just hit out the park with, honestly. Really cool. Minccino and Cinccino. Is this the Cinccino, or is the other one Minccino? Or is this one Minccino? Regardless, I have the same opinion of them. I think they are really cute for what they're supposed to be. They're normal type Pokemon. And I don't know what animal they're supposed to be. They look like little rats. But I fuck with it. And I like it. And I think they're cute. So they're going into A. Gothita is a B at best. I think it's okay. I don't think it's as cute as anything in like S or A or cool. Gothorita is a little bit better, I would say, but I'll still put it in B just because I like everything in A more than Gothorita. But then Gothitelle I think is actually kind of cool. I'll put it in A. It's a very unique psychic type Pokemon, really. I'll give Solosis, although it's literally just a little cell. I'll put it in B. I think it's kind of cute, but it really just looks like a ball. Duosion, I have the same feelings about. I think it's just the B at best. Reuniclus, I actually really like. I think it's a really solid design, and I love the green. I love the segmented parts on its arms. Really fucking cool. In my opinion, I'm throwing him an S. Probably the only person that feels the same way about him. Ducklet is a whatever design to me, guys. I think it's a C at best, if we're really being honest. And Swanna is close to trash. I think it's a D. Swanna to me is just a swan. That's all it is. It's just swan. There's nothing special about it. And its neck, I know in real life swans have skinny ass necks, but some reason it just pisses me off how skinny its neck is compared to its head. I don't fuck with it. Vanillite, you know, people come at the ice cream Pokemon, but I actually like the ice cream Pokemon. I think Vanillite is really cute. So I'm putting him in A. Vanillish is not as cute though. I would still put it in B. I think it's okay at best. And then Vanillix is kind of cool as well, but I'll still throw him in B. I think Vanillite is just really cute. But again, they are just ice cream cones. I'm not going to throw them up in an S or anything. I don't think they're just trash though, you know? A lot of people say that this is a weak design. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Deerling is very adorable. I can't even lie. And I like the fact that it switched seasons. I like it more than Sawsbuck, but I don't know, man. Deerling is really cute. I'm looking at it more. It's an A. It's an A. Compared to everything else in B, I like Deerling a lot. I think it's really, really adorable. Sawsbuck, on the other hand, although the season changing is kind of cool, I'll throw him in B. Emolga is one of my favorite Pikachu clone Pokemon that they've made. I think it's really cool, especially with the electric flying type. I'll throw in an A. The flying squirrel Pokemon, it just looks really adorable. I fuck with it. I love the colors too. I love the white, black and yellow, black and yellow. I love that. Carablast to me is okay. It's a B. It's not terrible. But then Escavalier is going straight to S. I'm telling you, they bodied the bug types in this generation, and Escavalier is no different. He literally has 2 lances for arms, bro, and he has a whole helmet. He's a jousting knight. How is that not cool? How is that not cool for real? Like, come on. That's a S. That's a S. Fungus, when it first came out, I absolutely hated it. Like, it would have easily gone in trash. It has grown on me a little bit more. I'll throw it in C though. Amoonguss, however, is not any better in my opinion. I feel like it is also just a C. He's used a lot in competitive, which is kind of cool, but overall, it's just a mushroom with fucking Pokeballs on it, and that shit is trash to me. I'm sorry. Frillish, and this is the female Frillish, but I feel the same way with both of the pink and the blue one. I actually think it's a really good design, and I love the ghost water type that it has. I think it's an A. But then Jellicent to me is, I mean, it is supposed to be like a little queen and king derpy looking Pokemon, so I guess it does work, but it is definitely not A category. I would say it's maybe like high C, but I do think that it's funny that it has like a little crown on its head. I would say it's like high C. High C. Alomomola is pointless for the fact that it should have fucking evolved from Luvdisc. Like, why is it not evolving from Luvdisc? Why? Like, can somebody say that in the comments? Like, why would they do that? Why would they make something that literally looks like it's supposed to be a Luvdisc evolution and just say, you know what? Nah. That's such a fucking Pokemon thing to do. With that being said, I don't think it's a terrible design. I think it's a B at best, low B maybe. Just feel like the hands that it has on its body is a little weird, but it works if it was a fucking Luvdisc evolution. Like, why not? Joltik is an S. Again, the bug types in this game. Electric bug type. It is super, super adorable, and I hate spiders. So to make a spider look cute is just crazy to me. I love the colors too, the blue and yellow. It just contrasts so well. And Garvantula is also really cool as well. I think it's an S. It's an electric tarantula. I love it. It just goes with its body because it's usually hairy anyway, but instead of hair, it's like electric hair or whatever. I don't fucking know. Fibers. I'm not a fucking geologist or anything, or somebody who studies animal. It's not geologist, fucking biologist, whatever. Ferroseed is okay for what it's supposed to be. I like it better than anything in C, so I'll throw it in B. Ferrothorn, I think is really cool though. I love the typing too. Grass Steel, I'll throw that in A. This is a line, again, is just as stupid as the ice cream cones, and I feel exactly the same. They're just gears. Clink, Clang, and then Clink Clang. Stupid ass names. Honestly, they don't go in B. Let me fix this right now. I'll throw Clink in B. I'll throw Clang in C. And I'll throw Clink Clang in B. It's really stupid to look at. I guess it's the stupidity of the design that makes me like them, which makes absolutely no sense. But you know what? It's my fucking video. I'm throwing them in B. I don't give a fuck. Tynamo, it's a solid tadpole eel electric type looking design. I'll throw it in A. I think it's cute. Electric, I am not a fan of this Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks stupid. Yeah, no, this is an easy D at best. And then Electros, I actually think is an upgrade. I think it's really cool. It's high A for sure. It's high A. It's an A as well. almost S. I'm not gonna lie, I like the colors a lot too, but I'll throw him an A. And it's really cool that he has no weakness as well, since he has levitate ability. So I think that's really cool as well. Elgem, I think is kind of cool. It's like a little alien psychic Pokemon. I kind of fuck with it. Could have been like Psychic Rock. It gives like Psychic Rock vibes. But I'll give it an A. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool, actually. And then Bayhem, I don't really like it as much. I'm not going to lie. I think it's just a B, though. I wouldn't put it in high B. I just threw him there because it was close. But he's a B. He's a B. Now we got some bangers. Again, this is how you do inanimate Pokemon, right? Litwick is fucking adorable. Okay, it's a little ghost candle. What is there not to like? And its evolution, although just being a lamp, I think is really fucking cool. It's a cool concept in my opinion. I think Lampent is an A. I don't think it's an S. But then Chandelure is an S to me. I don't know. It's a blue. It has purple flames, bro. That shit's cool. It's fucking cool. And I like its design. From a little candle to a lamp to a light fixture in a fucking mansion. So yeah, I fuck with it. Axew, I think is adorable as well. I think this is a solid dragon type. Could have been the pseudo legendary in this generation, but I'm not mad at it. I think it is still really cute. I'll put it at S. I love the green color on it as well. Fraxture, although I don't like it as much as Axew, I'll put it in A. I still think it's a solid design. And Haxorus is a S. He literally has axes coming out of his fucking mouth. That is fucking cool. The progression may look like it doesn't make sense, but to me it does. I don't know. I like it. I don't know. Really, really solid design. Really cool dragon type. Cubchoo, I actually think is so fucking adorable. Like, I'm throwing that shit in S as well. The fact that he has like an icicle snot booger is really, really adorable to me. And look at its eyes, bro. It's so cute. And then Beartick just has a bush. He's one of those that just lets it all hang out. Not really big on Beartick like that, but he isn't terrible though. So I'll throw him in B. Cryogonal reminds me of Glalie so much. I don't know why. I guess it's just because it's like a floating ice type Pokemon that has like kind of a spherical design, but I don't hate it. I don't think it's terrible. I just think there's nothing special about it. I'll throw him in B as well, just because I like it more than anything else in C, but it would be like low B. I don't think it's like an amazing design. Shelmet is up next. This one is kind of dumb to me. I know it's like the mixture from a Escavalier, but it's okay at best. And I kind of hate that it has like a little kissy face under its mask. I think it like kind of looks stupid. A Selgor though, I think is really cool. This is one that I could have been like Bug Ghost. I'll put him in A though. I don't like him as much as anything else in S, but I still think he's really, really cool. Next up, we have Stunfisk. And this is one that I know a lot of people like to shit on. And I'm one of those people too. I think it looks fucking ugly and stupid. I'll put it in D though. I don't think it's trash compared to everything else here, but I definitely don't like it. It's definitely low D, close to being trash. Get the fuck out of my face. Step on it. Ground Electric is cool though. That is a good type. Mienfoo, not really big on him either. I'll put him in C, but Mienshao I actually do really like. I love its like little stance that it has going on. I'll throw him in A. I think he's like very fierce. I kind of fuck with it. Druddigon, I'm sorry guys. This is a fucking trash Pokemon. I'm sorry. This is like a Dragon Tales reject. This is when you look up the word dragon, this is what pops up. This is the most basic fucking dragon Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. I just think the colors don't go with it. It looks so unfinished. Why is its head red compared to its body being blue? I don't get that either. Why does its wings look like it's part of its body and not like it doesn't have anything that separates the wings from being part of its back? Like, I don't know. That sounds stupid the way I'm explaining it right now, but like y'all know what I mean when it's like when you see wings, you'll see like an inner color part of the wing, but this looks like it's just two fucking blue leaves coming out of its back, and it's trash to me. Druddigon is very, very trash. Golett, I actually think is cool. I'll throw him in B, and Golurk is also really cool. I'll throw him in high B though. It's one of those Pokemon that I'm like, I can't consider to put in A for some reason. I just feel like there's just something missing to him. I don't know if it's his face or its head shape, but I still think a Golem Ghost Pokemon is really, really cool. Pawniard, I feel like his stomach looks hella weird, but it makes sense for what he turns into, so I'll throw him into B. But Bisharp is really fucking cool. Bisharp goes into S. I love the blades on its stomach. I love the fact that he's based off of a chess piece. I think it's really, really cool. We didn't need an evolution, but King's Gambit, bruh, when we get to that gen, that is an elite design. Overall, solid fucking Pokemon. Really cool. Buffalent, which is supposed to be like the Tauros of this generation. Never been a really big fan of Buffalent. I'm gonna throw him in C. I don't think he's that great, honestly. He's just a buffalo with mad hair. He got a nice fro on him, though. You got a nice fro on him. Rufflet is okay as well. I think he's a B. Braviary America is giving B vibes as well. I don't think he's that amazing. He isn't terrible though. I do like the fierceness of him. I just like his Hisuian one way more. But overall, solid design, not terrible. Vullaby, the fact that it sits in like a shell, it's of the egg that it comes from, is kind of unique. I kind of fuck with it, I'm not gonna lie. I'll throw him in B though. I don't think he's amazing. And Mandibuzz is also really cool as well, but I feel the same way about Braviary and Mandibuzz. I think overall they're just counterparts to each other, and they're solid designs for bird Pokemon, but nothing amazing. Heatmore, it's really funny that they made a fire type anteater Pokemon and then they made a bug steel ant Pokemon. But Heatmore, to me, I don't really like his tail a lot, and I think his stomach pattern is a little weird. So overall, I'm actually feeling like a C on Heatmore. I don't really think his design is finished. I feel like they could have done a lot more with it. Durant is actually pretty fucking cool. Yes, it's just a steel ant, but bug steel is always a great typing, and I kind of fuck with it. I don't know. It's an A. Is that weird to say? I like Durant. I think it's really cool. Getting to the pseudo legendary, this is one of the best ones that they've ever made. Dino is a S, Zwelos is a S, and Hydreigon is a S. They're so fucking cool, man. Dark Dragon is just a solid type. It is literally a Hydra. I like how it has like split wings and it turns into like 6 little wings on its back when it evolves. The 3-headed dragon, what is there not to love? The colors are really fire as well. Overall, just a solid design, solid Pokemon. I love it. Larvesta does its job for what it's supposed to be. It's a B, as it's not terrible, but it's supposed to be a larva Pokemon that turns into Volcarona, which is also one of the best bug types that they've ever made. But Volcarona is so cool. Even before Iron Moth, Volcarona was always cool. Bugfire, that is a really cool typing, really good typing as well. And this shit is a beast. It has fucking Quiver Dance as well. That makes it even better these days. And I just really fuck with Volcarona, man. I think it's a really solid design. I love the red on its wings. It just pops. It looks like a little flower. Now getting to the legendaries. Cobalion is cool. I don't think it's great though. I'll throw him in B. Terrakion, I think is really good design though. I think I'll give Terrakion an A. I love its headpiece on it, but it's like low A. I just like it better than anything in B. And Virizion, although the most hated, I think is solid. I think it's a B as well. I do like the green on it, and all of them being fighting type is kind of interesting as well. Next up, we have the Genies. Tornadus, I think for it being a solo flying type is very interesting. I do like its colors, but again, it's one of those that I just feel like it's a B. Its Therian form, though, when it's flying, I do like more. I'll give it an A. I think it's better than its Genie form. However, Thundurus, I feel like is an A. I do like Thundurus more than Tornadus. Electric Flying, again, is just a really good typing as well. And I like the colors a little bit more on Thundurus. Then his Therian form, I'm not really big on. I think it's a B at best, so I'm kind of inverted on this one. And then Landorus to me is an A. I like the colors the best on this one, but again, it's just a regular Genie Pokemon. Ground flying is really cool though. And its Therian form to me is also an A. I think Landorus is the best one out of all of them. Not only in competitive, but also just overall design. Next up, we have the box art legendaries. And you know what? Call me basic or whatever, but it's another one where they just hit it out the park. I remember when they first dropped pictures of Reshiram and Zekrom, I was like kind of weirded out by their design, but as time progresses and the more I look at them, Reshiram is so fucking clean, especially on the new TCGs that they're making with Journey Together and writing him. It just makes it look so much more elegant. But I've always fucked with Reshiram, but I actually bought Pokemon White because I thought Zekrom was even cooler. I love the blackout design with the red eye, the little blue tip on his head, Electric Dragon, the original Electric Dragon. Kyurem is another one that I feel like could immediately go into S, but I'm not gonna lie, it's an A. But it's supposed to be an A because I feel like they purposely made him unfinished. Dragon and Ice type is really cool. I still feel like it's a fierce design, but he looks unfinished for a reason, and it's because Black and White 2 introduced the fusions of Kyurem White and Kyurem Black, and my god, this is like some S level shit. This is borderline teetering on Yu-Gi-Oh status level of design. This shit looks really really fucking cool. Now, I never played Black and White 2. I'm actually thinking about playing that on the side on my own, just so I could get familiar with it. But I do know that it is one of the best Pokemon games ever made, just based off of the post game and all the things that you could do and all the people that you could fight. But my God, this is a fire design, man. Honestly, it should be on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's what it gives. It gives Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. Keldeo, I like. I don't think it's amazing though. I'll throw him in A as well. He's a water fighting horse with a unicorn horn. What is there not to like? I don't think he's terribly designed, but I don't think he's amazing. His Irresolute form though, I think is better. Actually, now that I look at Keldeo more, I think I like Keldeo at a B. I don't think he's an A. I think his Resolute form though, with the longer horn and the longer hair, I think is more on the A side in my opinion. Meloetta I actually think is really clean design wise. I'll throw Meloetta in S as well. I really like the fact that its hair is like musical notes. I love that it is a musical note, but then its Pirouette form, like its fighting form, it's an A. It's an A. I almost put it in S, but I do like Meloetta's regular form more. I think it's more cleaner. And last but not least, Genesect. Genesect to me, I'm not really a big fan of. I don't really like its face. Bug Steel is kind of cool, but overall I just feel like people like Genesect based off of the fact that it's a mythical or legendary. I'm not really big on Genesect, guys. I think I'm gonna throw him in C because I like everything more in B than Genesect. But I think this is the list. This is my Gen 5 list. Again, Gen 5 overall is a solid Dex. I think it's overhated when it comes to Pokemon design. Do have a few in trash, but overall, love this generation. I think it has very unique designs. Again, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you have not. We're trying to build this channel up as fast as possible, and I could only do that with your guys' help. You guys have been showing me a lot of love in the comments, subbing, liking, so thank you so much again. Until the next one, peace.